You think you know what a Sigma male is? Think again. What if everything you've been told is just noise, shallow chatter that misses the real power beneath the surface? What if the words they say are a code, a shield, a philosophy that only the sharpest minds can crack? Welcome to the Sigma male community, where we don't just talk about strength, we live it, dissect it, and master it. Today we're diving deep into 11 things Sigma males say and uncovering what they really mean. This isn't just a breakdown, it's a wake-up call. It's about understanding yourself, your resilience, and the quiet dominance that sets you apart. If you're tired of the chaos and ready to embrace the power of silence and self-mastery, stick around. This is where the real journey begins. In a world obsessed with loud opinions and fleeting validation, the Sigma male stands like a rock, unshaken, independent, and in control. It's not luck or bravado, it's a mindset forged in the fire of Stoic wisdom. Here at the Sigma male community, we're not here to coddle you, we're here to challenge you, to push you toward the excellence you're capable of. So, let's cut through the bullshit and decode the language of the Sigma male. By the end of this, you'll see the world differently, and maybe even yourself. Let's get started. 1. I'm just observing. Translation: strategic reconnaissance. When a Sigma male says, "I'm just observing," don't mistake it for passivity. They're not sitting on the sidelines, they're scanning the battlefield like a general before a war. This is tactical intelligence at work, decoding who's a threat, who's an ally, and where the power lies. They're watching body language, listening for lies, and building a mental map of the chaos around them. It's a shield against emotional traps, a way to stay one step ahead in a world that's always trying to pull you in. Stoicism backs this up. Think of Marcus Aurelius sitting quietly amidst the storm of Rome, observing without being swept away. For the Sigma, this isn't retreat, it's preparation. But here's the flip side: that detached stare isn't cold, it's calculated. They're filtering out the noise to protect their sovereignty, deciding who's worth their time. Overdo it, though, and you're stuck in your head, paralyzed by overthinking. The Stoics knew this. Observation is power, but only if it leads to action. So, Sigma, ask yourself, are you observing to strategize or just to hide? At the Sigma male community, we say use this skill, but don't let it own you. Step into the fray when it counts, because real strength isn't just watching, it's doing. 2. I prefer to work alone. Translation: quality control protocol. I prefer to work alone isn't about shyness, it's about standards. Sigmas don't trust groups to match their intensity or vision. They'd rather craft something flawless in solitude than let a team water it down with half-assed effort. This is self-reliance dialed to 11, a rejection of the mediocrity that creeps into collaboration. It's Stoic as hell. Think of Seneca writing his letters in quiet isolation, guarding his mind from the clutter of others' opinions. For the Sigma, solitude isn't loneliness, it's the forge where excellence is shaped. Yet there's a story behind this. Maybe it's a boss who took credit for their work, or a teammate who dragged the project into the mud. That scars you, turns trust into a luxury they can't afford. But here's the catch: total isolation kills synergy. The strongest Sigmas learn to spot that rare partner who matches their fire. Stoicism teaches balance. Self-sufficiency is king, but even emperors had advisors. So keep your standards high, but don't burn every bridge. Subscribe to the Sigma male community, we'll show you how to build without bending. 3. I don't care what others think. Translation: emotional ballistic armor. When a Sigma says, "I don't care what others think," it's not bravado, it's armor. They've built a mental fortress against the barrage of judgment, shrugging off the need for applause that chains most people to the herd. This is pure Stoic gold. Epictetus said your peace comes from controlling your own mind, not others' opinions. Every "I don't care" is a middle finger to the validation trap, a declaration that their worth isn't up for public vote. It's freedom in a world obsessed with likes and clout. But let's be real, they feel the sting, they've just trained themselves to ignore it. Past wounds taught them that caring too much is a leash. The trick? Knowing when feedback's trash and when it's treasure. Stoicism isn't about deafness, it's about discernment. So, Sigma, wear that armor proud, but don't let it blind you. Here at the Sigma male community, we're all about cutting through the noise. Share your thoughts below. How do you filter the bullshit from the gold? For I'm fine. Translation: emotional quarantine. I'm fine is the Sigma smoke screen. It's not a lie, It's a lockdown on emotions they don't trust the world to handle. They're boxing up the chaos inside, keeping it from spilling out and giving others leverage. This is stoic resilience in action. Think of a soldier in battle, bleeding but standing tall, refusing to flinch. They'd rather wrestle their demons alone than risk weakness in front of untested eyes. It's control, not cowardice. But there's a silent plea in there: see through me but don't push. They're waiting for someone to prove they're safe enough to crack the vault. Push too hard and they bolt. Sit quiet and they might let you in. Stoicism doesn't mean bottling everything. It's about processing pain with wisdom. So, Sigma, next time you say, "I'm fine," check yourself. Is this strength or a wall you're too scared to climb? We're digging into this stuff every week. Hit that subscribe button and join us. 5. I don't need anyone. Translation: fortified independence. I don't need anyone isn't a flex. It's a scar turned into a creed. Betrayal, neglect, or just too many letdowns forged this ironclad independence. They've rebuilt themselves from the ground up, turning need into a four-letter word. It's stoic to the core. Marcus Aurelius wrote about standing alone, relying on your own reason and will. For the Sigma, this is survival turned into supremacy, a refusal to lean on a world that's proven shaky. But here's the kicker: that fortress can become a prison. Every "I don't need anyone" echoes a wound they won't name. The loneliness paradox hits hard. Independence is strength, but total isolation starves the soul. Stoicism says you're enough, but you're not an island. True power? Finding the one or two who earn your trust without breaking it. At the Sigma male community, we don't romanticize the lone wolf. We evolve it. Tell us in the comments, who's earned your trust and why? 6. I'm focused on my goals. Translation: avoidance by ambition. When a Sigma says, "I'm focused on my goals," it's more than drive, it's deflection. They're sprinting toward milestones to outrun the mess they don't want to face. That laser focus builds empires, sure, but it's also a shield against emotional ghosts. Stoicism loves purpose. Seneca called it the anchor of a good life, but purpose as an escape? That's where it twists. They'd rather stack wins than sit with the quiet. Watch out though, this hustle can burn you out or leave you hollow. Goals are great, but if they're just a distraction, you're running in circles. The Stoic fix? Align your grind with peace, not avoidance. Ask, are you chasing legacy or dodging shadows? We're breaking this down at the Sigma male community. Like this video if it's hitting home, and let's keep pushing each other to level up. 7. It's whatever. Translation: strategic dismissal. It's whatever isn't laziness, it's a power move. Sigmas drop this to sidestep drama that doesn't deserve their energy. While others spiral into petty fights, they're conserving mental ammo for what matters. This is Stoic wisdom. Epictetus said, "Don't waste your breath on what you can't control." It's not apathy, it's triage, a signal they're above the fray. But overuse it and you're dodging life itself. The art is knowing when whatever keeps you sane and when it's just cowardice. Stoicism demands clarity, not indifference. So, Sigma wield this like a blade, sharp and precise. We're all about that here. Share this video if you're ready to cut the fat from your life and focus on what's real. 8. No thanks. Translation: boundary enforcement. No thanks is a Sigma steel wall. No fluff, no apologies, just a clean break from what doesn't fit. They're not here to please or negotiate. They're guarding their time and peace with surgical precision. Stoicism's all over this. Think of refusing the trivial to protect your inner calm. It's not rude, it's respect for their own limits. The message? My energy's mine, not yours. It's brutal honesty that earns respect from those who get it. But don't lock every door. Sometimes a yes opens paths you can't see yet. Stoic balance means knowing when to bend. At the Sigma male community, we're mastering this. Drop a comment. Where do you draw your line? 9. I know. Translation: anti-paternal shield. I know isn't cockiness, it's a block against being patronized. Sigmas use it to shut down unsolicited advice, guarding their autonomy like a fortress. They've got the skills, the scars, and the smarts. Why let someone play teacher? Stoicism fuels this. Self-trust is the bedrock of a free mind. But here's the edge. That shield can block growth if it's reflexive. Even the sharpest need a new angle sometimes. Stoic humility says listen, then decide. So, Sigma, next time you say, "I know," pause. Could there be gold in the noise? We're dissecting this stuff weekly. Subscribe and let's sharpen each other. 10. Just being real. Translation: truth is weaponry. Just being real isn't charm, it's a truth bomb. Sigma's ditched the sugarcoating, cutting through lies with raw honesty. It's not about hurt, it's about clarity, creating space for real talk in a fake world. Stoicism's got their back. Living without illusion is the path to strength. Problem is, unfiltered truth can torch bridges if it's not aimed right. Maturity means pairing honesty with timing. Stoic wisdom isn't bluntness, it's precision. So, Sigma, keep it real but make it count. We're building that skill here. Share this with someone who needs the wake-up call. 11. I'll handle it. Translation: operational command. I'll handle it is the Sigma's war cry. It's not ego, it's ownership, a promise to tackle the mess head-on. They're wired to solve, not complain, stepping up where others back down. Stoicism's in the DNA here. Taking control of what's yours to fix, no excuses. Trust them by standing back, not hovering. They respect support, not babysitting. Their way might be messy, but it works. Stoic strength is action over words, and they live it. At the Sigma Male community, we salute this. Tell us below, what's the toughest thing you've handled solo? You've just cracked the code of the Sigma Male, what they say, what they mean, and how it ties to Stoic power. Now look at yourself. Are you living this or just watching from the sidelines? At the Sigma Male community, we don't preach. We provoke, we inspire, we act. If this hit you, don't sleep on it. Reflect on your own words, your own walls, and decide, are you rising or just surviving? Like this video, comment your takeaways and share it with the men who need to hear it. Subscribe and hit that bell. Our journey's just getting started. Stay strong, stay sovereign, and remember, the world doesn't shape you, you shape it. See you next time. But hold up, before you click away, ask this. What's one phrase you say that hides your strength? Call it out, own it, and turn it into power. That's what we do here. Week after week, breaking down the game and building you up. The Sigma Male community isn't a channel, it's a movement. Join us and let's keep carving our own path. Until next time, keep your eyes sharp and your will sharper.